Hello and welcome back to KD's Business Tips. Michael Lapide here, talking to you today about capital cost allowance, also known as depreciation or amortization. So when things depreciate versus appreciate means they go up in value, depreciate means they go down in value. Most assets you buy, let's be honest, they turn into garbage eventually. Whether it's a car, a computer, whatever it is, over time they get less and less valuable until they're not valuable at all anymore. That is depreciation, and you're allowed to claim depreciation or capital cost allowance, also known as, on your tax return as an expense. Now, it's very, very important that you know that when you're claiming that, there's different rules for different types of assets. So you would rate, for example, a vehicle would be a different depreciation rate than a building. Buildings do depreciate, but the land doesn't. Remember that. So there's different rates depending on what it is, okay? And at the end of the day, you need to make sure that we're claiming it in the right class to get the right depreciation rate. Also, over the last couple of years, there's new accelerated programs that are allowing you to write higher depreciation off, or even now looking at the full amount of some items. So this is very, very important that you know what year you're in, what the rule is, and how much depreciation you're allowed to claim, because you want to maximize that. And here's the key, you don't need to claim the depreciation. So if you're already in a loss position, you can carry forward that depreciation and write it off in the future. Okay, that's very important because that's part of your tax money. But at the end of the day, you're allowed to depreciate your assets, and the government gives you certain allowances to deduct that amount on your taxes, personal or corporate, doesn't matter, for the depreciation based on what the asset is and what the rate is for that year. So make sure if you got questions, you call us. It's quite complicated, but in a nutshell, know that you can deduct your assets through depreciation over time and some right away. Thanks for being a part of our KD's Business Tips, and we'll see you in the next video.